Hi Virgo, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-October 2024 love reading. Thank you to those of you who viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what may in front of us, it's what I call the bridge the gap spread. And the way it works is look at the past, present, future energies between you and your main love interest. Once we get through all that, we'll pull some oracle cards as well for some additional insight, and after the bridge the gap dynamic comes into play. And as far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Artist Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Romantic Tarot, and keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as your energy and the cards on the right as the other person's. If you feel it's the way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so I'll fold out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have the Two of Coins. So this is a Capricorn energy here, and if we just look at the artwork, we see the one coin seems to have the red heart, and the other one almost has like a icy look to it. So I feel like this could be pointing to hot and cold energy that you might have felt toward this person, right? Maybe one day you felt like, okay, I could totally see this going somewhere. Other days you're like, oh, it doesn't really seem too practical, right? So I feel like this is saying that you might have had passion for this person, but there might have been practicality thoughts that you had around like, maybe this wouldn't be too good as far as long-term potential goes. All right. Past energy on their side, we have the Page of Swords. So yeah, usually this is someone who has authenticity on their side, but maybe there's just a lack of confidence. Maybe this could just be saying, if we look at the way they're holding that sword, for example, which usually symbolizes communication, doesn't like the best way to be holding the sword, right? So it could just be saying that maybe they struggled around expressing themselves, especially romantically, right? If we think of those candles as representing passion, so it could just be one of those things where they most likely had feelings for you in the past, but actually communicating them in a clear way might have been a bit more difficult than they would have liked. All right. Present energy on your side, we have the Prince of Arrows. So this is actually the equivalent of the Knight of Swords, which is Gemini energy. And yeah, this could just be saying, especially given that we see Cupid's name on the card, it could just be saying it's one of those things where you might decide ultimately that you do want to express your feelings to this person and see where things go from there. All right, present energy on their side, we have Chariot. So this is actually the major arcana card for Cancer. And yeah, to me this says that ultimately it looks like through you coming forward and expressing feelings for this person, that might actually give them a lot more confidence just in general, and then also as far as the connection itself goes. All right, and future energy on your side, we have Sacrifice. So this is the equivalent of the Hangman. So in a way, I feel like you might end up in the future feeling a similar way to what you did in the past with the Two of Coins, to where you might be weighing the pros and cons, right? Because you might start to wonder, like, okay, is the give and take within this connection going to be equal, right? So there could be a little bit of doubt as far as it goes on your part, and then wondering, for the effort you would put in, would there be repayment for it? So that could be what you guys are going to be thinking about in the future. And then future energy on their side, we have the Ace of Cups. So yeah, so I feel like ultimately this is saying that it could just be one of those things where, again, looks like in the past they could have had some nervousness when it came to expressing their feelings, right? And then once you come forward, that seems to embolden them to be more open when it comes to their feelings. So I feel like this is one of those things where you might initially wonder, like, okay, am I going to feel like I'm constantly giving more in this connection? But I feel like this is the same with the Ace of Cups in the future on their side. They are actually getting to that point where through the interactions with you now they will feel more comfortable to be more open, to be more giving in the connection. So I feel like ultimately it will balance out. It just might require a little patience on your part. All right, bottom of the deck on your side, we have the Ace of Staves. So yeah, it looks like the passion that you have for this person might have been pretty high, and that could have been actually the spark that led to you actually taking more action toward the connection to see where you stood. All right, and bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Queen of Cups. So yeah, if we look at the artwork here, we see they pulled that mask from their face, right? So yeah, like I said, if we think about the Queen of Cups in a lot of tarot decks too, usually it's the only cup card that has a cup that's covered. So yeah, it could just be saying that emotionally they might have been holding back at a certain point, and then it seems like once you actually come forward and express your feelings, that seems to make them feel a lot more comfortable being more authentic around their feelings toward you too. So yeah, it could just be one of those things. I mean, and if you're not directly dealing with a Cancer sign, which is certainly a possibility given that we have some Cancer energy on this side of the spread, it could just be saying that maybe that's the energy that they kind of embodied in some way, where there could have been some shyness on my part, maybe not being direct with how they were feeling until they felt comfortable to do so. All right, we'll see what the Oracle cards add to the mix. First, we'll see what we get from the Messages of Oracle card deck here. I'm just going to give this a few shuffles, and if I get a jumper, I'll take it. But if not, we'll put the deck down and pull a card that way. Almost have one there. Oh, got one there. Okay, so next we'll see what we get from the Wisdom Oracle deck. Same situation. I'll give this a few shuffles and take a jumper if we get one. If not, I'll just put the deck down and we'll pull a card that way. Oh, almost have one there. Okay, so I'll put the deck down. And just give me a couple seconds. We'll pull a card. And we'll take this one here. Let me get this out of the way. And we'll take a look at the Messages of card first. All right, we have Past Life Love. It says your soul remembers this intense connection. So yeah, at the very least, I could explain that full, that strong draw that you had toward this person, right? Where, like I said, the passion was there, but then you're like, oh, is it practical? And then, like I said, it seems like through you coming forward and being expressive toward them, that seems to open them up to the possibilities and wanting to give more to the connection too. So I could see how that could play out there, but we'll see. All right, and from the Wisdom Oracle, we have Happy Happy. There we go. There's the artwork, and the number's 26. So, see what this has to say. Certainly sounds good. Okay, the relationship message says there are moments in a relationship when you just feel good about whom you're with, and you know that your heart is wide open to befriend, to love, and to care for another without wanting anything in return. This is the kind of happy that you just want to share. The appearance of this card in a reading tells you that joy and contentment are here now, not somewhere else or off in the future. The grass is greenest right where you stand. Be grateful and delight in your relationship, and if you're seeking love, be happy now. Happiness attracts more of itself, like bees to honey. So yeah, definitely an interesting message there, right? Where it talked about to befriend, love, care for another without wanting anything in return. So yeah, maybe for example, in the past you were more concerned about, oh, what's the give and take, right? And then maybe in the present you're just feeling more like, whether I get anything back from it or not, let me just be more open toward this person. And then that seems to lead to a much more reciprocal connection where it feels like that leaves them comfortable to open up as well, and then things could progress from there. So, hopefully that resonated with you guys. We'll wrap up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.